Hey guys, welcome to day one of the Killer Copy Challenge. Today's hack is going to be all around using Amazon book reviews. I'm going to walk you through, we're going to be collecting pain points, pleasure, and action steps for your ideal client. So here's what I do. I open up a Word document. Let me share my screen really quick. So I open up a Word document, and at the same time, I'll have Amazon up. In the Word document, I'm going to insert a table, and I'll probably email you guys a template to make this super easy. I make it 3 rows and maybe 25, if I'm feeling like going overboard, 50 rows. And the first column will be pain. Next will be pleasure. I want to know what my ideal clients want in their own words. And then action steps. And then I go to Amazon, and I'm going to go to books, and you'll want to look up a book in your category that's tailored to your client. That's kind of in a tone similar to yours. So in my case, I help coaches get more clients. So I'm going to look up coaches get clients. And some of these will be more general. They may not be tailored specifically to be clients, towards coaches. And I'm gonna look for something that has some reviews. So this title stood out to me, but I was like, oh man, no reviews, darn. Let me check out this one, 101 Real Coaching Niches. I have a feeling one of the big pain points people are going to talk about is finding their niche. And ever increasing. I'm going to comb through each review, and I'm going to be copying and pasting word for word in these 3 categories. So, excuse me while I read through these out loud and mumble. So, an ever increasing number of people are discovering that coaching offers the potential for a rewarding career. So coaching offers the potential for a rewarding career. That could be in pleasure. It's not that sexy yet, but we're getting there. So coaching can satisfy our need for making a difference in the world and also provide a reasonable income. So that's pretty good. I'll put that in pleasure. But far too many people are mastering the skills of coaching without mastering the business of coaching. Boom. That can be a pain point right there. And how these will work in your marketing is these pain points and pleasure points, where they'll first come in is at the top of any lead magnet or landing page, a sales page, you'll see what's called pull questions, where it'll ask either a pain-related question or a pleasure-related question. Like, I could take that pain point right there and be like, have you mastered the skills of coaching without mastering the business of coaching? And I'll find something better that'll be good for. And then the pleasure is, are you looking to make a difference in the world while making a fantastic income? That would be a pleasure-related question that anybody would want to say yes to. So those are just one area. Also in your what do you do statement. My what do you do statement used to be ridiculously complicated. And then I was like, okay, my clients, they want to get more clients. And they want to make more money, and they want to grow their business. Like, I'm going to use the words that they're going to use, and they want to make a difference. That's huge and important to them as well. So when you're looking at the problems that you solve and the solutions that you provide, being able to say this in words your clients, real people, real human beings will actually use instead of the marketing messages that we hear on a daily basis that don't always sound natural. That's going to make, it's going to step up your copy 100-fold. You're never going to have to stare at a blank screen because you're literally going to collect this information from different sources I show you this week. All right, so help prospective coaches select a niche that's suitable to their interests and skills. Help them stand out from the crowd of other coaches. There we go. Stand out from the crowd. Do you want to stand out from the sea of other life coaches? So that could be a pain point. That could also be a pleasure point, and it could be an action step. Some of these things will fit in all of the categories, and you can kind of position them. So help you select a niche that's suitable to their interests and skills. That could be an action step. And that's also a pain point. I know a lot of coaches struggle with choosing their niche. The first thing you'll learn from this book is the need to specialize. That could be an action step right there. The cool thing about collecting action steps is once you have like 10, you'll be able to put them in order and design new content, new programs. You may find, okay, these are I already do that, I already do that. Here are some things that kind of fill in the gaps. And for myself, like I am a more outer game kind of marketing strategist. I help my clients more with the outer game stuff. I know that if I wanted to create a comprehensive program or a comprehensive mastermind type package, I would look at these action steps and be like, okay, I probably need to partner with somebody to help with the inner game stuff, such as confidence and getting over these stumbling blocks. So that's why we're collecting action steps. Even if you don't use them in your marketing today, you can start collecting these and have them in the back of your pocket. Anytime you have to come up with new content, brainstorm a new program, you're going to get to the heart of these are the things that would help my ideal clients get the result that they want. And this is just one review right here. Let's see. Why someone may hire that type of coach, the skills. All right, let me look at a different book. Coaches Getting Clients. Let's try, here's one that'll probably include a little bit of the pain. Who the F am I to be a coach? I know when I was transitioning from academia to coaching and consulting, I struggled with, I have a PhD and 20 years of experience in this other area, and now I'm going to just call myself a coach. I struggled with that. Let's see. It's not always easy to find and sustain the focus. Let's see. As a fledgling coach, I've been creating my coaching business in fits and starts. So that's a little awkward. You might alter that to like, I've been creating my coaching business, it's been stop and go. I have a few clients, but nowhere near the thriving, fantastic practice of my dreams. That right there could, are you a coach with a few clients, but nowhere near the thriving, fantastic practice of your dreams? There are concrete steps I can take to define who I am as a coach and how I'm going to live my purpose and passion through my coaching business. So that could be an action step right there. And then the living my purpose and passion through my coaching business is a pleasure. That is something that I know for a fact a lot of coaches, this is purpose. This is their mission in life. They are living their life's purpose. Let's see. This will be a guide I turn to now and anytime I feel myself getting off course. Anytime I feel myself getting off course. If you've wanted to launch a successful coaching business but haven't known where to start, there you go. That would be a great introduction to just about any webinar or program or even a free irresistible offer, you know. Have you wanted to launch a successful coaching business but didn't know where to start? You know, you could literally copy that word for word. Gives you the foundation of who you need to be and what you need to do to make your dream a reality. So it's an inner game and an outer game. I'll put that in action steps. Finally, a business book for coaches that encourages you to build a wildly successful coaching business and have a great time doing it. That could be an action step, and that could be a pleasure. Let's see. If you want to live a fulfilling life and coach from a place of power and confidence, that could definitely be a pleasure. And let's see. Beyond helpful for anyone who is stuck with getting started. I'll put that under pain. I have never felt more ready, alive, and excited to get out there and help the world. That is a pleasure. Let's see. Okay, here's something interesting. This has mostly positive reviews. Sometimes reading the negative reviews can be super helpful because you'll see where there's a gap in the market that needs to be filled. This particular review says, "This book is of zero use to men who wish to be men." So apparently this book appeals mostly to women. It's probably written for women as the target audience. And, you know, maybe that wasn't obvious from the cover. So you'll be able to say, okay, there needs to be more of these types of books and materials and content that appeals to men or is inclusive to men. And that can give you relevant information as well. So don't discount the negative reviews because sometimes those can really reveal a hole or a gap in the marketplace that you can fill. All right, so that's what you're going to do. Your homework is to find, you may get everything you need from one book. You may need to find a few books, and you're combing through the reviews to find some pain points, some pleasure points, and some action steps. And I basically got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only collected 8, but I think that I would be able to find here's what I would do it. Let me demonstrate. Let's say that I was writing a what do you do statement. I could go over to the pane and say, I help coaches who have mastered I help coaches who have mastered their craft. They really know how to help people. And I help them, let's say my specialization was helping them pick a niche. I help them nail their niche so they can stand out from the crowd of other coaches. And then I know in the back of my mind, so they can get more clients, make more money, and make a real difference. So that's a little long and a little wordy, but that is using pain points that I know they have in their words. You can also, people usually have a kind of a before and an after statement, like I help coaches go from blank to blank. I always want to get clever, and I say, I help coaches go from hearing crickets to high-paying clients, which is a little too clever and a little too cute, and it sounds like a sales pitch. So I can say, I help coaches who are struggling. Let's see, I help coaches stop trading dollars for hours and build a wildly successful coaching business while having a great time doing it. So I literally typed that out from one of these pleasure points. So you're going to find one that really fits what you do, really resonates with how your brand and how you talk. If it's not reflective of you, you don't have to use it, but it can be helpful to know what your clients are actually saying in their own words. Like, I know for myself as a digital marketer, we have all kinds of jargon and technical language that, you know, I might say leads and prospects, where coaches are saying clients. Even something as simple as clients versus customers. You want to use the language that your clients are using. I know that coaches prefer to refer to their clients as clients and not necessarily customers. So collecting these things, you're going to be able to plug them into so many things during the week. But I'm going to challenge you today to find like the top 3 pain points. Like, what are the top 3 struggles that your ideal clients go through, the top 3 pleasure points, and maybe you can peg it down to like the one major problem that you solve. Like, I know if I can only say one thing that my ideal clients really want, it's to get more clients. And I know that will help them achieve the other things like making more money and making a big difference. So that's your assignment today. So I'll have an assignment thread in the group, and you're going to put your top 3 pain points, your top 3 pleasure points, and then the one major problem that you solve. And I'll be giving out prizes. And I'll be popping into the group about 1 o'clock to support you and do some Q&A, and I'll be happy to give you feedback throughout the day. All right, I'll talk to you soon.